66 million years ago, on an otherwise ordinary morning, the most powerful impact in the history of life on Earth arrived without warning. No alarm, no countdown, just a small, bright light in the sky, growing larger and larger until the sky itself caught fire. This is the story of the first minutes after the world changed forever. In what is now New Mexico, a Tyrannosaurus rex is feeding. Somewhere else, a long-necked Alamosaurus, the size of a jet plane, shakes the ground with every step. The dinosaurs are not in decline. They are thriving, right up until this very moment. Scientists now know that dinosaurs were flourishing and giving rise to new species all the way to the very end. There was no warning, no decline, no time. An asteroid nearly 10 kilometers wide, or about 6 miles across, punches through Earth's atmosphere and slams into the shallow sea off what is now Yucatan Peninsula. It is traveling at 20 kilometers per second, more than 58 times the speed of sound, striking at an angle of 45 to 60 degrees. The energy released? 100 teratons of TNT. That is 4.5 billion times the explosive power of the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. In less than a second, the asteroid and the seafloor beneath it are completely vaporized. A blinding flash, many times brighter than the sun, sweeps across the western hemisphere. When it fades, a plasma fireball 500 kilometers wide looms in its place. It towers beyond where the International Space Station orbits today. At its core, temperatures exceed 10,000 degrees Celsius, nearly twice the surface of the sun. Within 1,500 kilometers of the impact, most of Central America, Cuba, and the southern United States, everything that isn't vaporized instantly ignites into flames. Simultaneously, a crater 100 kilometers wide tears open in the seafloor, punching halfway toward Earth's mantle. This fireball will take nearly an hour to fully dissipate. At the exact moment of impact, something else is happening deep inside the planet. Seismic waves, more powerful than any earthquake ever recorded, ring the Earth like a struck bell. Scientists estimate the impact generated the equivalent of a magnitude 10 earthquake, one of the most violent ground-shaking events the planet has ever experienced. These waves travel at tremendous speed in all directions. 25 trillion metric tons of rock and debris are blasted into the air in a cone-shaped ejecta curtain. The material rises so fast it escapes Earth's lower atmosphere entirely. Some of it even reaches space before gravity pulls it all back down. About 3,000 kilometers away, in what is now North Dakota, something extraordinary is happening at a place scientists today call Tanis. Within 10 minutes of the impact, billions of tiny glassy beads called spherules, molten rock blasted into the atmosphere and solidified in midair, begin to fall from the sky like a scalding rain, piercing anything in their path. Then the seismic waves arrive. They reach Tanis within the first half hour after impact, triggering a powerful seiche, a massive surge wave, in the ancient inland waterway nearby. The water explodes inland with violent force, burying fish, trees, and animals under sediment in a matter of minutes. Scientists have found fossil fish at Tanis with these very spherules embedded in their gills, frozen at the exact moment of their death. A snapshot of one of history's most catastrophic events, preserved in stone for 66 million years. Back at the impact site, the ocean itself has been thrown into chaos. Because the asteroid struck a shallow sea, it triggered one of the largest tsunamis in Earth's history. Waves estimated at 50 to 300 meters tall, some as high as a 30-story building, crash onto the coastlines of what is now Mexico, Texas, Alabama, and beyond. These walls of water tear more than 100 kilometers inland, eroding coastlines, destroying everything in their path, and dragging debris back into the sea. The crater itself is unstable. Landslides and reflected waves create a chaos of churning water that lasts for days. 40 minutes after impact, the billions of rock particles launched into the upper atmosphere begin to rain back down, all around the world. The energy carried by this debris is staggering, estimated at around 20 million megatons total. As these particles descend back through the atmosphere at 40 miles up, they superheat the air like a global broiler. For several hours, the entire surface of the Earth is bathed in intense infrared radiation, essentially cooked from above. For any creature without the shelter of deep water, a burrow, or a cave, the heat alone is lethal. In the space of just a few minutes, an entire world, 165 million years in the making, was shattered. Not slowly, not gradually. In the time it takes you to watch this video, the dinosaurs didn't see it coming. The plants didn't either. And the tiny burrowing mammals that survived had no idea that the Earth now belonged to them. It would take millions of years before the dust settled, the skies cleared, and life rebuilt itself. But it all began and ended in those first extraordinary, terrifying minutes. The non-avian dinosaurs are gone, but their descendants, birds, fill the skies to this day.